Hello, everyone. Again, and now driving back to my favorite town. Favorite time of the day. Well, actually, not my favorite time of the day because of traffic, but it's I gotta say it's I take everything back. Nah, it's not my favorite time of the day just yet. Usually when I get home it's my favorite time of the day, or just as I'm getting home, you know. Right now it's just a misery all the way home. Traffic and all this nice you know, just in general, not great. But anyway, today wasn't that bad. Work was pretty okay. Can't complain. It was kind of sluggish, kind of slow. I mean, it was busy, but at the same time slow. Like time was like not moving fast enough. It's hard to describe. There was a lot to do, and yet it's like time dragged on. Finish one task, went to the other. Finish one task, went to the other, and it just only been like 10 minutes. I'm like, what? I feel like I spent like an hour when in reality I spent like 10 minutes. It's ridiculous. But overall, not that bad. Just wish it went a little bit faster. You know. Well, time goes faster when you're not busy. Work time is like works differently. It's like you're around a black hole and time slows down. Oh wait, a black hole does it make it go faster or slower? No, your time. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna touch that subject at all. It's like as if there was an anomaly in space and somehow time just completely slowed down in the period of 8 hours that one works, and for some reason right after you get out of work, time go back to a normal time, like it actually does what time does. It's weird. I don't know, maybe I'm just rambling along, making no sense, but that's what comes to my mind. Going back to that analogy, you know, the printer right now is printing in black, but it seems like it's going back to just printing white paper. It's I love that analogy. I don't know why, but I do. It's pretty good, I gotta say. And don't steal it. If you do steal my analogy, please give me credit. It'll be nice, appreciated. But it's a beautiful. It's still a beautiful day, which is crazy. According to my car, it says it's 74 degrees. You know, it's a beautiful day. I can't complain. It's a little cloudy now, a tiny bit. Not as clear as in the morning. Right now it's 5:09, so it's a good deal. Not that bad, I can say that. But just trying to say anything at this point for the next 45 minutes. I won't ride to my destination until 5:55. Crazy. Let's see here. So it's been a while. And I can't. There's nothing that comes to my mind. How do these people do it? How do these people just talk? I'm still baffled. How can you just have? Well, actually, let me think about this. So, it seems that people that can just talk straight into the microphone, without really like, they keep going with the content. They keep talking. It's like, how do they do it? Well, usually it depends on the person, really. Like right now, I just made up a subject. The subject is how do these people like come up with ideas in the spot? Like, how do they just keep talking? And it's, like some of them can link one idea to another and just keep going, just keep on going from one topic and then link that topic to another one. And that's great and all, for those people, because it just keeps the conversation flowing. It's very nice. But then there's people like myself that it takes a while to come up with, like, okay, maybe I should link this with that, or no, maybe I should just restart. I just go silent for a moment, scramble for an idea or scramble for a topic, and I can't, for some reason, I can't like find anything. Like, I guess this is now the second time talking about this, but now with new details, I should say, or like more ways of describing my frustration at the fact that I can't really talk without linking things. Like, once this topic is over, can I link the follow-up and continue on? I don't know. It's really difficult. But for some reason, they engage the user, they engage the viewer, and the viewer is like, wow, like, this person knows how to talk, knows, they really entertain me. And I have watched a YouTube video where the person is just talking, and maybe they're playing video games, and they might say something random, they might say whatever, and they just continue, but they just keep talking. They just like, it doesn't matter what it is, they just keep going. And I guess if I have to think about it, it might be because they don't have a filter. Maybe I have a filter. Maybe they don't have that filter that I have, and like, I restrain myself from fully speaking. But that's a hard way to think about. Like, I don't know. It could be that like, I've seen some people that they're interacting with the community. So it's easier to have a conversation, because you can just pick up out of whatever somebody said, and keep going, and just keep on going. While sometimes it just takes a lot of practice to link one thing to another. Or maybe the person has the ADHD and they can just like link things that easy, because those people have a superpower of linking things. They have a disadvantage, of course, but they also don't know how to link. I mean, no. Let me back up. They're at a disadvantage in the sense of the organization, but when it comes to linking things together, one thing to another, like a subject, they're masters at it. I have a couple friends that they can keep going if you give them enough. They have enough to keep going. Not everybody's like that. I guess it's from my own personal experience that seems to be the case. You can keep on linking, and some people are just good at it in general. And I haven't really understood that. It's pretty interesting, gotta say. Now, I can stay in this topic and continue the conversation and try to decipher it, as I'm driving, because really, I'm driving and I don't have a computer in front of me. I just have my phone and the camera, and I can't like Google, what makes a person be a great speaker in front of a camera without any topic. They can just talk about anything and be able to continue on, let it flow, let it think about it slowly, but it also precise and process the information in a way that the viewer can understand but also enjoys. That's difficult. That's very difficult. Right now, even myself, I guess in a sense, just making this video and just talking has helped me, and it's been, I'm finding my voice slowly. I'm finding my voice, and I guess that's the journey of this video. This channel, I guess, is to find my voice, to keep practicing, to keep, getting more, more comfortable being around a camera, to talk, to just express myself. That's really what it comes down to. And hopefully it is a skill that I will get better at as I continue to talk, and to the abyss. It's a skill that I do want to learn to acquire. I wanna be able to learn to talk, because I don't really talk much to anybody like I used to, and it's not a bad thing, but it's not great, I'll tell you that. So how do I get better? Well, I guess I just gotta keep talking to the camera. I gotta keep just doing what I'm doing, and hopefully, I just get better. I just, start thinking better, and maybe my brain just needs to learn to process, like, hey, you don't have another person to interact with you, so now you gotta have to make a conversation with yourself. Cause it is weird. It is weird to just talk to yourself in a sense, and that's what I'm doing. Maybe to the person that's listening, that might not be the case, but it just talking. I'm more of a listener, in that sense. When people talk to me, I listen. Of course, it's not always the case. Sometimes I space out and blank out while they're talking, and then I just have to pick up the pieces of what they're saying, and figure out, like, oh, wait, like, hold up, wait, what do you say? That kind of way. But mostly I listen. I don't really, like, when I do have the chance to talk, I say a couple words and I'm back to listening, and that's fine. But does that help me personally to speak? Not really, because I'm not finding my own voice. So hopefully by just talking and the camera, that should give me that skill that I need. and it is funny, very funny. So, and I think it just takes a little bit. It takes a little bit. Summer is almost over, or pretty much almost done. I think it's like a couple weeks now. I think mid-September or end of September. I forgot when fall starts, or is it October? Man, I don't keep track of the seasons. Usually Google tells me when I go on the Google homepage or the search bar. They have like a little animation of fall or any holiday in general, and it's pretty nice, but it makes me lazy in remembering when the season starts and ends, and it kind of just blurs the lines of days in a sense, because now when people ask, oh, when does fall starts again, I'll be like, I don't know, I gotta Google it, and it's just another thing that's just not in my mind that I won't remember. I could remember it, but does it really impact my life not remembering? Not really. Only when I had to buy winter jackets, if I usually I just use the same jacket, same coat, and I'm fine. And eventually when I have to get a new one, I just go, oh, it's September, it's October, winter's around the corner, or winter's here, let me just buy a coat and I'm fine. It's not it's more for, I guess, the holidays. It's more to like tell the beginning and end of our transition to the cold weather. I know that seasons were invented for farmers, but I'm not a farmer, so that's not gonna work for me. I just go by the calendar. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd, which is crazy because I just remember, I remember it was just August just a couple days ago, and now it just boom, September hits and time went by. I don't know how that happened, but it does. This is my moment of quietness while I think of what to say next, because it's like, I guess I couldn't link that to another thing. Damn it, I was doing so great. And I think it shows I don't edit my content, and some people might not like that at all. And I'm not editing anything, I'm just talking, and you guys are just seeing what's in front of me, which is another car while I'm driving, either speeding or slowing down or cutting me off or whatever. That's fine. But what was I going with this again? Oh yeah, I don't edit my content. I just like post it just like that. Just the moment that I hit play and then I hit stop, that's it. That's all that's going. And the reason is that I don't have time to be editing anything. And people want to skip through the video, do whatever. It doesn't matter. It will matter because, you might be one moment like, oh, I know what he's talking about, skip. Come to the next topic, it's like, wait, how did he got here? Wasn't he just talking about this? That happens to me when I'm trying to skip through some people's talking points or whatever, and then I'm like, to go back and listen to see how he got from point A to point B, but that's probably just me being impatient sometimes in a video. But eventually, hopefully, maybe not. I'm too lazy to do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue doing it the way I'm doing it, which is just keep posting, and I'm just gonna try my best to just find something to talk about. Maybe I should be, before out of work, figuring out what I need to say or what should I talk about. But then again, that stressed me out, so I might as well just wing it, like how I've been doing it right now, which is like I don't have anything to say. I'm just saying whatever and hoping that what I'm saying makes sense. I also, because of copyright reasons, I can't, sing. I mean, I could, but at the same time, I don't want to be copyrighted for singing specific songs, so I don't sing neither. All I do is just I try to keep that singing voice inside. And by the way, my singing voice is terrible, so it won't make anybody cry. I mean, yes, it will make everybody cry of, please stop, you're hurting me, you're hurting my ears, that kind of cry, but not the joyful kind of cry. Yes, I mean, maybe if I practice, I can get better, but because I know I'm not tone deaf. I'm not tone deaf necessarily, but I'm also not in good practice. I haven't really sing like that. I just sing like whatever. I don't think about the tone. It's just fun. That's really what it comes down to. You sing for fun. You sing because you feel the music, you vibe with it, and that's great. It feels great to listen to music, so that's where I'm at with music. I mostly listen to indie music, indie pop, indie rock. Around that genre, a little bit of soft rock here and there, a little sprinkle of little, and I say very little sprinkle of a couple genres here and there, but I don't stretch out that far. It's very rare for me to explore, and when I do, I find something I like, and I add it to the collection. And one of the bands that I listen to right now that I really enjoy listening to, The Last Dinosaurs, is a great band that I've been listening to. I think they're from Australia, but they're, the last 3 albums, 3 albums? Yeah, the last 3 albums are great. And by the way, they're all this, well, actually, no, not an album. They're, what are they called? Because there's album, and then what is smaller than an album? I don't know my categories. But anyway, point is, Rio Kyo is their newest album. I love all their songs in that album. All their songs. It's just beautiful. And so maybe you guys should give it a try and listen to the first couple songs, skip here and there, but the music is just like the first 6 or 5 songs. It's just a continuation, and it's just beautiful. I don't know. It's great. It tells a great story. I love it. I love what the band is singing, and I don't know how else to explain it. They're just great. I might be considered a fan now, the way that I'm playing their song nonstop. So, but I'm not a fan of their older music. So, does that not make me a fan? I've been thinking about that. I was like, if I don't like their old music, does that mean I'm not a fan, or am I a fan because I love their newer music? It's something to consider. Or am I just a listener, not even a fan, just a listener, and I just enjoy what they presented at the time being? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. But that's what's going on. Yep, I still what I said this morning about trees in the middle here in this highway, I still think so. Yeah, because look, right now I'm driving back home, going north, and if there were trees, I would have shade right now. I would have had shade, and the sun wouldn't be hitting me as hard in the eyes. So yeah, I still believe what I said is correct. There should be more trees. Shade is good. I was thinking, and this is wishful thinking. I know that it's very difficult to, people talk about terraforming other planets, and I'm thinking, why don't we terraform the Sahara Desert? Just turn it into a forest. I know there's a lot of sand, so it's very difficult. Not only that, as sand builds on top of sand, over time, over millions of years, it builds sandstone under the pressure. I believe that's how it works. I'm not a geologist, so don't quote me on that neither. But it will be a really cool concept to just like terraform the Sahara Desert, just slowly more and more trees around the Sahara Desert until it just becomes a whole forest of its own. I think it will transform the land to be of much value than what it currently is. I know there's probably an ethical question about that, in the sense of like, well, the Sahara sand travels through the Atlantic and then hit the Amazon forest, which kind of fertilized the Amazon forest, so we shouldn't be destroying the desert, because then it will then affect the Amazon forest over a long-term. It will be a long-term effect, not a short-term effect. So it will take time for the effect to kick in. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have an opinion on that, because I don't even know if anybody knows. I haven't done any research at all. It's just going based off what I have in my mind, what I have read. But I think that if it is possible, we humans as a species should. Because then, if we convert it into a rainforest, it should theoretically pull carbon monoxide or dioxide. I forgot which one it was. I think it's dioxide, CO2 from the atmosphere, because then there's plants absorbing all the CO2, and over time the greenhouse effect will lessen. It will be less harmful, which will be great for the planet overall. And I think all countries should put that effort. And not only that, but the current country is holding these the land in the Sahara Desert. I believe they're in poverty. Not all of them. I think some of them are doing okay. But I think it will give more value to those countries to be able to, I guess, build a societies. And maybe, and there's another controversy, like, hey, like, we shouldn't be touching those countries, like we shouldn't be involved or whatnot. But look what China is doing. China is investing in African countries, and they're doing it for their own benefit. They're buying the whole world. They're doing all these things, and it's okay to do it to help other countries, but then to pull the rug on those countries, it's really upsetting. It kind of choking countries into submission with economic war. That's how it is. That's what it is, because it's something around there. But I don't know. I just want people to help each other. Is that too difficult to ask? Is that too much to ask? Probably is. I'm pretty sure if we, humanity, put our differences aside and just did what was good for society overall, I think we would have been in a much, much better place. Much, much better place. But as of right now, it just ain't the case. We're all just every man for themselves, and progress is gonna be slow. It's just not bad if what scientists are saying is true, which it is true because it's fact. They've been researching it and doing it for years and years, so it is a fact. So if what scientists study and have measured is I don't want to say correct. I want to say that it is a prediction that will occur. Then we should be working more together. All humans should be working, no matter the culture, to avoid a environmental and ecological disaster that might occur. And I think it doesn't start with an individual. It starts with corporations, for sure. It starts with big corporations, and because I'm one individual, and corporations don't make it easy for me to pick eco-friendly material, because eco-friendly material is actually more expensive than the non-eco-friendly material. So yeah, you want me to save the planet, but how do you want me to be part of it when you're selling me a cheaper product that harms the planet, and then you're selling me an expensive product to save the planet, and you're telling me, well, buy the eco-friendly product, which is more expensive, so you can be part of the effort. But the reality should be that if what you should do is you should make it more expensive. The non-eco-friendly should be more expensive than the eco-friendly one. So like that, I can be part of the impact. Cause if I had money, then yes, I will buy the product, or it will change my decision making, or what I buy or what I use. But if financially it's difficult and corporations are not doing anything to reduce costs, then how can I can't just go out of my way financially to support that agenda. That's kind of the idea behind it. It's difficult. And so that's why I say it should start with the big corporation, because they are the ones that sells of the products, and they're the one that can bring more. They're the one that once they make the change, I don't have to change my habit, because the change is already done, and that's my choice. That makes sense in my mind. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else, but I think that's really what it comes down to. It's very important that corporations adapt that. Like for example, I read somewhere that the bags, ship bags, potato chip bags, or Frito-Lays, or whatever, just chips bags, they're really, 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 really hard to recycle, and they don't really break down. It's very, very difficult for it to break down. So solution, it should be that corporations should either start a production of eco-friendly and make it cheaper, and make the non-eco-friendly more expensive. And over time, as of course, there's also demand and supply, which I'm not even involving. I'm not even like adding to this discussion. It's a whole topic that makes it even more complex, but I'm breaking it down into a smaller point. Because you have to take into account cost of material, cost of research, cost of production, a lot of costs into everything. But there just has to be a cheaper alternative that is more friendlier to the environment. And then there are also like the pollutant to making the product, and the mining of that you can go into a whole rabbit hole, which I am kind of going into, which is that the point is that I am an individual with a limited amount of money that I receive a month. The corporation have billions and billions of dollars, and they probably can eat the cost to afford to provide the consumer with a cheaper alternative to what they're already selling to me, that is eco-friendly and low in the greenhouse effect as well. And if individuals or governments don't enforce these things, and a corporation don't, because the corporations are always going to find the cheapest option. So it really comes down to the government. It really does. We like to say, we don't want the government telling us what to do, but sometimes we have to. Not because we like it or because we want to take away the rights, but it's because if we don't have an authority to tell us how to play this game called society, if we don't have a central police, if we don't have somebody putting the rules in place or changing the rules, then somebody gonna find a loophole in those rules, and they always will, and it's gonna end up affecting everybody in the game. But the difference between a game and what I'm telling you is that this is real life. This is real lives are being affected. Real people are being affected by this. And if nothing gets done, then it's only gonna get worse. And it isn't until the player in the game, the number one player at the top, see that some of the mechanisms of the game stop working, that they realize, they start, their quality of their game start decreasing, that they realize what's happening, and they might not do nothing. They might do nothing. They'll be like, well, I'm in the top, so it doesn't matter. It isn't until there's the last one that then it matters. Or maybe it doesn't even matter at all. I don't know. I'm never been a top player. Maybe I won game, and it's always been to stay at the top. So if I had to think, if I had to really think about it, I'm pretty sure they'll want to be at the top always. So the best way to force the top players to play nice is to add more rules. I don't know. I messed up the analogy. And I really don't want to go back to trying to make that analogy. But it's very important that, yeah, it's okay to hate the government. It's okay to, not like what the government had done. But sometimes, the reason why we even have a government to begin with is to set rules, is to set, it's to help other players in the game. Like maybe they had a bad start, and that's why we have government programs. So, they can use those programs to get out of that bad start. It's like there's all these things that are in place for a reason. It's like if there wasn't, let's say, I don't know. I haven't played Call of Duty in a long time, so or Fortnite. I haven't played any of these games in a long time, but if I remember correctly, you can't kill players when they're spawning in. If they spawn, if you start killing players before they start, PUBG, Fortnite, whatever. I forgot the other games, but you can't just spawn kill before the player get their materials, get their supplies. Because if you kill them, all of them. Let's say you already have everything. You spawn with everything, or you were already in the game and I just joined in with nothing, and you just sit there and waited for me, and then you shot me. Yeah, you got what you wanted. You got your kill ratio is higher now, but you also took the fun out of the game for yourself. You took the fun out of the game for yourself, and you made the other players struggle. You made the other player and that's fine, and it's a video game. But in real life, it has consequences. Because if people don't get up from their feet, there will not be competition. And I guess that what corporations want. I don't know. And that's a conspiracy. That's probably like a mini conspiracy. I don't want to go there. So let's not get into that, because that might not be true at all. It just might be that they just want to accumulate how much money. It's like who can get the highest score, you know. That's how it works. But in the video game analogy, it's not great analogy now that I think about it. Not great. I'm really trying my best to make a greater analogy, but it just affects everybody. It's not great. Not good. Anyways, I have arrived at North Brunswick Township, so I think now I'm gonna cut it short. It was a good conversation. I liked it. It was fun, and I think I did better than I did the other days, but I still feel that I could continue topics and whatnot. But anyways, like or dislike, whatever you want to do. Comment if you want to comment. But thank you for listening and watching if you were watching the road, because I kind of spaced out while talking, so I went in automatic. Thank you for listening, and have a great, wonderful day.